guys, my name is Leah, and baby, let's get into the drama of it all. So in this video, we will be talking about Buffy versus Dr. Contessa. So it looks like Buffy did an interview with a known YouTuber, Oliver Twixt, and a few of the things she said in the interview got the people going. More so, it got Dr. Contessa riled up and she's threatening to sue. So let's get into it. So I wasn't sure how I was going to talk about this whole entire situation. At first, I was like, should I talk about it the way that the information was presented to me, where I was just scrolling on Instagram and I came across All True T's page where they actually posted a clip of Contessa responding to Buffy. And I was like, or should I actually play the clip or the part of the interview where Buffy says what got Contessa all riled up? And I think I'm going to go that way. So there is a YouTuber by the name of Oliver Twixt, and I know of him based off of me being a follower or a subscriber to Funky Dineva and TS Madison. I've seen him in a lot of their videos. I think Funky Dineva is like his mentor, and he works for TS Madison. He does a lot of like graphic design and promotional work. And so I really got into him because I watched this Reb reality series, and I've spoken about it before, called Chasing Atlanta. The reality show legit looks like something you would see on TV. To me, I would say it's similar to Love and Hip Hop, but it is a black, gay, and trans reality TV show, and there's really cool people on there, and he was one of them. And I think he's been on there for at least like 4 or 5 years. I think 4 or 5 years. I'm not sure. But I've been watching that show since like season 1. And he's also a recording artist. He has good music too. But I think a lot of people know him if you don't watch Chasing Reality content, because they have an Atlanta version, an LA version, and a Dallas version. Is people probably would know Oliver from America's Next Top Model. A lot of people were really getting acclimated and subscribing to his channel due to him doing a lot of interviews with past contestants on America's Next Top Model. So he's been growing his channel, and here lately he's done 2 interviews. He did one interview with Audra, who we saw last season, and another interview with Buffy. I think is like 2 days old now. So in that interview, he pretty much talked to Buffy about her experience on Married to Medicine and how she felt. How did she feel about the ladies? He did the same thing with Audra, and they pretty much gave their experience about what happened. Now he asked Buffy about Contessa, and I'm gonna play that clip, and then we're gonna discuss.
Until she grabbed my neck and cussed at me and yelled and told me to get over my miscarriages when she had 3 beautiful children at home. Other than that, I liked her and was very supportive of her. When her husband was acting up, I was the only one that was like, girl, you need to tell him how you feel and da-da-da-da-da. And not she was doing anything wrong. There's nothing wrong with her wanting to go back to school. But she's bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, fabulous, beautiful, but she, and I would say this, Contessa, after the show, off camera where it counts, apologized to me. So we good.
But take us back to that night, because it was honestly, Buffy, and please don't be offended when I say this, it was like something out of a soap opera. Everything just felt so mellow, dramatic. How did you and Contessa end up in that moment of contention towards each other?
I mean, the producers kept bringing up the Jackie stuff to me and, talking about my 6 miscarriages, and they were like, they wanted to make me cry, and they succeeded when they wanted to, and it wasn't because some broad said I was fat or whatever. It was about talking about my dead children, and I'm just gonna be honest with you, that shit is fucked up. It is. And my husband and I are people who really wanted to have children of our own, and I was over it. I was ready to go. Production wouldn't let me leave, and Toya was gracious and was like, 'cause she wouldn't let nobody in her house at that point. Everybody was outside. And she was like, come in the house, and we went downstairs in her closet, and she was about to fix my makeup. Real sister, nice black girl, like I got your back, I understand kind of moment. And next thing I know is clunk, 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 Bigfoot Contessa bringing her ass downstairs. She's still crying. What are you still crying about? You need to get yourself together and da-da-da. I'm like, bitch, you was crying about your husband not supporting you to go to school. I'm crying about my dead children, and you yelling at me and telling me to get myself together. And at that point, my last miscarriage was 2 years before I was on that show. And so I was getting things like, you should be over that by now. I was getting like, no, and like y'all black, like, that's why black women don't talk to each other about that shit, because we have this stupid thing where we have to be sharp as iron and strong as steel, and it's killing us. It's okay to have human emotions. So anyway, she did all that, and I lost it. I couldn't believe she grabbed my neck and was screaming at me, and she said something really horrible to me. She, was like, get down on the floor and let me rock you like the babies you'll never have. Like, y'all didn't, they cut all that out. Like, these women really went for the.
Contessa said that?
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Not allegedly, she said it. There's no. I'm not saying alleged shit. This shit happened. I dare a bitch to sue me. I will tear everybody ass up. I didn't say nobody. I could own Bravo. A bitch could own Bravo right now from the shit that happened to me, and I didn't because I'm not gonna do that to black women. Nobody gives me credit for that fucking shit. Okay. But anyway.
So that is what Buffy had to say about her interactions and her relationship with Contessa. So the first initial video Contessa did as a response to what was said was this video right here.
These women really went for the.
Contessa said that?
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Not allegedly. She said it. There's no. I'm not saying alleged shit. This shit happened. I dare a bitch to sue me. I will tear everybody ass up. I didn't say nobody. I could own Bravo.
Hi, Contessa here. She did not say that. She is a pathological liar, and she asked for the lawsuit, so let's give her one. Fortunately, there were about 10 people in that room, and all of them are going to be called as witnesses in this defamation lawsuit. You don't get to say anything you want, especially when it comes to there was absolutely footage. So, challenge accepted. Let's see how rich you really are.
That was Contessa's first initial video. And she actually added her lawyer in the caption where it was like, @G Greg Law, challenge accepted. Can we get $83 million too? So this is what Contessa had to say initially. Like I said, this was her first statement. Well, time had went past throughout the day. I think this first statement was like maybe in the afternoon, like early in the afternoon, probably like 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Then around like in the evening, Contessa was actually on Instagram Live, and she got visibly, like, she was very angry and very emotional. And this is what she had to say.
And I told her from my heart an empathetic story about my experience as a woman who lost several children. And one I actually had to fucking bury. So you lying ass bitch. You know where to find me, Chastain Integrative Medicine, and you said, should I sue you based on that dumb shit? Because again, I didn't say it. And if I did say that, everyone would have been like, gasp. Oh my God, who would say such a thing? You would have heard it before and they would have played it. So I am going to come back to who I am. I'm quite sure my husband is going to be furious that I even responded. But when it comes to, I finished medical school in 1998. I am a 100% service-connected Navy veteran. I'm a physician. I'm a mother of 3 live children. But my first child also matters. And I shared that very personal story with you. And for you to take that, again, move on with your life, sis. Ain't nobody out here trying to take over your life, ain't trying to ruin you. And if you didn't get what you needed from Married to Medicine, that has nothing to do with anyone who has ever been a part of that cast. Take that up with NBC, Universal, and Bravo. But don't be out here trying to destroy the rest of us because you didn't get what you needed from whatever you were doing that season. Share your real life. Be whoever the fuck you really are. And literally, if it's interesting, it is. If it's not, it's not. And if you have now decided that this is what I should have been and this is what I should have shown, then, oh, sorry. But I did not say that. And y'all, I don't care all this heck. And I told her.
We all thought that was Contessa's last statement about the situation, but then she decided to post a screenshot of a text message that she sent to Buffy on November the 27th, 2023. And it says, hey, it's Contessa. We never got to have our lunch/brunch/walk. Would love to connect before 2023 ends. And then she has my last message to her, unbelievable. So Contessa feels totally blindsided by this. And I decided to, check her Instagram stories and Instagram before doing this video to see if anything new has come about. But honestly, the only thing Contessa has posted that is new, it's like 4 or 5 hours old, is her promoting her medical practice as well as wearing red, because I guess either today or the month of February is also wear red for heart disease, as well as Black History Month. Okay, shout out to all my Black people. So she hasn't said anything else about the situation. Well, if you go to Buffy's page, she decided to post this morning. So I'm going to play that clip for you. And then after her clip, we're just going to discuss this whole entire situation.
Something has really been on my heart that I need to discuss with y'all this morning, and it's of a serious nature. It's really weighing on my heart, and I know that a lot of y'all are posting content about me and whatever mess is going on, and I'm okay with that. But what really breaks my heart, what really tears me up, is that y'all keep using this Arthur the Aardvark, Francine the Aardvark, poorly edited picture that Bravo did of me 4 years ago. Stop using this mess. You see I look like Arthur the Aardvark in this darn picture? Or Francine? A bitch has lost 80 pounds. Give me the respect of posting some of these new recent pictures of me. Like this one. Or this one. Or this one. Now, I don't know if it's lazy, journalistic, bloggalistic, work ethic, or what. But I'm going to put these pictures after this post. And all you got to do is screenshot, and you have my full authority to use these. If I see you continue to use the Arthur the Aardvark, Francine the Aardvark, poorly edited picture of me, because I did not look like that, then I know your motives and your intention. That is all.
So that clip or that video created by Buffy was posted probably around 12 or 1 p.m. today. I checked her YouTube channel. The same clip is reposted, and it's on her Instagram and her Insta stories. So Buffy is seemingly saying she's not lying and she's not afraid of Contessa and she has nothing to hide. So that is all the information I have this far about this situation. So let's get into my thoughts. Here's my thoughts, you guys. I want to know when Buffy's going to move on from this situation. When is she going to stop taking interviews or stop speaking negatively about the cast every season, or jump on the bandwagon when people are mad at one of the ladies? Like, when is she going to move on? Because to me, at this point, what do you want from them? Do you want them, like, do they need to apologize again? Does the network need to drop them? Like, what do you want? And for me, I lost sympathy for Buffy and her whole entire situation with Dr. Jackie. Now, before I say why, I still to this day believe that what Dr. Jackie did to her was wrong. Like, it was really wrong, and it was disrespectful, it was unprofessional, and it was mean. Like, Dr. Jackie had no right to do what she did to Buffy. And it really changed a lot of people's perspectives about her. And rightfully so, because that was messed up and she didn't handle the situation well. She did a horrible job with apologizing and owning the part she played in hurting Buffy. With that being said, I lost sympathy for Buffy during the Real Housewives of Potomac season 5 situation between Monique and Candace. And the reason why I did is I was really disgusted and turned off by the way Buffy used her platform when she reviewed the show, and how she allowed others to speak negatively, demean and disparage and mock Candace and her feelings about the situation that she experienced with Monique. And Buffy was on Monique's side. That is her right. That's how she felt. That's how she felt. But it is hard for me to give you sympathy and to feel for you when you used your platform to make fun of and belittle another reality star that was embarrassed and assaulted on national TV, and you still want us to care about what happened to you with Dr. Jackie embarrassing you in front of a room full of people, letting them know you can't have kids. To me, you used your platform to harm another reality star the same way you felt that the women and Dr. Jackie did that to you. So I don't have sympathy for Buffy. And I wish she would shut up about this situation at this point, because you lost all credibility in my eyes, and all like you lost it for me after that, because I was like, wow, like you legit are sitting here allowing people to say these things about this girl and to make fun of what happened to her. But you were on TV and even still now crying about how hurt and how angry you are at the ladies, at the network, at Dr. Jackie, about how they did you in your situation. And even if you did agree with what Monique did, you couldn't extend that grace towards Candace. You don't deserve it from anybody else in my eyes. Because you experienced something that you till this day have not stopped talking about, that hurt you, and you thought it was okay to use your platform to hurt another person who you should have been more understanding. Like I said, even if you agreed with Monique, because you got embarrassed and hurt yourself. And like I said, after that, I have no sympathy for that lady. And honestly, I would not have talked about this story had she not added in the portion about Contessa, and had Contessa not come out and tried to or defended herself. And like, I wouldn't have spoken about it, like, because she said the same thing. Like, I was watching the interview on like 175, honestly, 2.0 speed through it. And it was like nothing new was said, in my opinion. And I was just like, yeah, I know. And my thing is, like, with the whole Contessa thing, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Now, if it comes out that there's audio, we hear the audio, Contessa said it, she said it, and I'll eat crow. Or if Contessa comes out and apologizes and says, you know what, I reflected, I do remember saying something to that effect, I'll eat crow. But for me, I don't believe Contessa said it, because for almost 6 years, Buffy has been lasered focused on Jackie, Simone, Jackie, Simone, Jackie, Simone, and then sprinkled in there would be something about Heavenly, to now we talking about Contessa. Like, you were able to forgive Contessa for saying, allegedly, I'll rock you like the babies you'll never had, versus Jackie just embarrassing you in front of a room full of people. That does not compute for me. That doesn't make sense for me, that you forgave Contessa for allegedly what she said, but you can't forgive Jackie. Yeah, no. And I don't care that the apology, because I know I can hear people in the comments, well, she apologized off the show. Yeah, Jackie apologized too, and she ain't moved on. So how are you able to move on from that, but you can't move on from this? And I'm trying to understand, like, what does she want? Like, does she want Jack? And that's the thing. I think what Buffy genuinely wants is for people to hate Dr. Jackie and to see her in a negative light just as much as she does. And the issue I think Buffy is having is that no matter how much people don't like Dr. Jackie, am I a Dr. Jackie stan or a fan? Not really. Would I want her to be my doctor? No, because I'm fat, and you're not going to tell me every time I get a checkup you need to lose 20 pounds. You just not. But there are people who are going to ride with Jackie till the wheels fall off. As well as Dr. Jackie was Dr. Jackie before Married to Medicine, and when Married to Medicine reaches the end, she'll be Dr. Jackie afterwards. Dr. Jackie has cemented herself in the Black medical field as a medical professional, as well as in the city of Atlanta. People are still going to be her patients. People are still going to have positive feelings about her. And Buffy is mad and angry that people still feel that way about her, because she feels like what happened to her was so egregious. Like, how could anybody like Jackie? And that's how I genuinely see how she acts and how Buffy feels, because it's like, what more do you want from them? And then to say that she'll own Bravo, sis, if you got the money, Miss Money Whispers, please sue them so we can get a show. Like, if you can, do it. But I think the issue is Buffy doesn't really want to sever ties with them like that. Because if you were really about that life, in my eyes, you would be hitting a Bethany Frankel. You would be on her podcast with the Reality Reckoning, trying to take Bravo down, but you don't want to do that because you want that door to be open, in my opinion. Because I honestly think I think Buffy, the whole situation about Jackie apologizing at the reunion, I genuinely think Buffy felt forced to accept that apology because she thought, like, well, if I accept it because, the network loves Jackie, I'm going to be on next season. Because I promise you, had Buffy been on season 8, her whole storyline would have been like her and Jackie moving forward and her trying to get past what happened, but she wouldn't be harping on it this much because she still would have been a part of the Married to Medicine world. But because she's not, she has this vendetta or this energy towards them. And I'm just like, at this point, what do you want? What do you genuinely want? Now, do I think Contessa is going to sue? I don't know. If she sues, she sues. If she doesn't, she doesn't. But I do think that the tides are changing on Buffy and not in her favor. That last video she posted about use a more up-to-date current picture, we all said no because, girl, you're talking about something that happened in season 7. We're going to use your season 7 picture. We're going to use your reunion picture of you wilding out on the stage. You're talking about something that happened like several years ago. We're going to use the picture that you were in 7 years ago. No one's using current pictures of Contessa other than her last cast photo. Like, that's what people do. And it's like people in them comments were eating her up on other blog pages. They were also eating her up once Contessa came out. And I think she miscalculated because people have their feelings about Jackie right now because of what happened in December. There's a lot of people that got love for Contessa. A lot of people respect Contessa that she decided to leave the show because, one, she either couldn't handle it anymore or she didn't want for the deterioration of her marriage to be filmed. People respected her off of that. People, like, you mess with someone that normally does not mess with other people unless it's brought to them. And then for her to have that reaction when we are not used to her crying like that, but we saw it a lot last season. Yeah, they're mad because if you look at the comments of those videos, they eating Buffy up. And it's like now there's a lot more people telling you to shut up about what happened during season 7 when beforehand everybody was riding with you. And it's like that saying, you pray for other people's demise. You need to be ready for your own because you want these people, you want them to hate Dr. Jackie. You want her to fail. But it's like in return, you're harming yourself. You are harming yourself. You need to let it go. And for like, you just need to let it go. Like, because at this point, what do you want? That's it. That is it. That is all. Remember to be bravely authentic and hop down in them comments below. And I'm out, y'all. Deuces.